Hi friends, welcome to my channel Plants and Birds. Friends, in today's video we will discuss about the last plant growth hormone, that is plant growth inhibitor ethylene, or it is also called as ripening hormone. We will discuss it with its introduction, occurrence, distribution and transport, structure and biosynthesis, inhibitors and factors involved, and physiological roles. Firstly, introduction. Ethylene is a natural plant hormone released by all plant tissues and microorganisms. It is also called ripening hormone as it plays an important role in ripening process. Low concentration of 0.1 to 1 microliters is sufficient to trigger the ripening process in climatic fruit. Climatic fruits. Climatic fruits are nothing but which ripe off the tree also. When we matured fruits are harvested and kept in a ethylene concentration, it will be ripened. That is called as climatic fruits. Low concentration of 0.1 to 0.1 microliters is sufficient to trigger the ripening process in climatic fruits. Next, continuation. It is a autocatalytic activity. It has autocatalytic activity because of which small quantities can trigger further release of large quantities of ethylene by the fruit tissue. Okay, if small quantity of ethylene is produced in the room of storage room of the fruits, yeah, matured storage room of the harvested fruits, then small quantity if you given, then large quantities will be released by fruits itself. That is called as autocatalytic activity. Very little response is only seen to exogenous application of ethylene in case of non-climatic fruits. Non-climatic fruits have only little response, because when they are harvested from the tree they can't be ripened. Okay, they are known as non-climatic fruits. Example, grapes. Okay. Next, occurrence. Occurrence, distribution and transport. Ethylene can easily be synthesized in all plant organs such as roots, stems, leaves, tubers, fruits, and seeds. It highest in sensing tissue and ripening fruits. Okay, sensing means which is near to drop leaves, which are near to drop. There is sensing loss of drop of leaves. Okay, you take. Okay, sensing and ripening fruits which are in the ripening stage. Then ethylene is high. Okay, within the plant organs, ethylene formation is mainly located in peripheral tissues. This formation is mainly located in peripheral tissues. Ethylene is biologically active at low concentration, less than 1 ppm only. Okay, not more than 1 ppm, less than 1 ppm at low concentration only biologically active. Ethylene can easily pass through plasma membrane into the cell, easily diffuse within the plant, and flushed out of the plant tissues through intracellular spaces. It will go into the plant tissue or it will be flushed, which come out of the also plant tissue. Okay, this is about the occurrence and structure and biosynthesis. Ethylene is the simplest olefin. Okay, which is also known as, okay, diene, which is a diene. Okay, means two carbon compound. Okay, it is a high lighter than water under physiological condition and readily undergoes oxidation. Okay, ethylene is lighter than water and under physiological condition and readily undergo oxidation. It will readily oxidize. Then oxidation will occur means then it is no use of that. Okay, readily undergo oxidation. Okay, this is important to be noted here. Next, biosynthesis is important. Here one thing to be remember is the precursor for ethylene is methionine. The amino acid is methionine is a precursor for ethylene. Okay, when methionine undergoes treated with adomate synthetase, when it undergoes a reaction of with adomate synthetase, ATP is consumed and converted into inorganic phosphate and gives rise to adomate, that is S 5 adenosyl methionine. When it is again it is undergo reaction with ACC synthase, it gives ACC, that is 1 aminocyclopropane 1 carboxylic acid, 1 aminocyclopropane 1 carboxylic acid. When it is treated with ACC oxidase, it will give ethylene. Okay, this is the main point. Okay, when this ACC is treated with malonyl coenzyme A, it will give N-malonyl amino cyclopropane, 1 amino cyclopropane, 1 carboxylic acid. Okay, see here, when this adenomate synthesis is treated with methionine is treated with adenomate synthesis, a byproduct is also is occurred, that is 5-methyl thioadenosine. Okay, that is when it is going adenomate is going under reaction with ACC synthase, a product is derived, that is 5-methyl thioadenosine, which is undergoes Young cycle and gives rise to methionine again, which is useful to next cycle. Okay, ethylene, this is the biosynthesis of ethylene. Next, factors promoting ethylene biosynthesis. What are the factors that promote ethylene biosynthesis in plant? Okay, fruit ripening. When the fruit is ripening, ethylene biosynthesis is high in the plant. Okay, stress-induced ethylene production. Okay, when the plant is under stress like drought, flooding, chilling, exposure to ozone and mechanical wounding, then the ethylene production will be high, induced. Oxygen induced ethylene production, and next blasinosterol also induce. Okay, because blasinosterol has similar functions to oxygen, by it is also showing that oxygen induced ethylene production. Circadian regulation of ethylene production is also a process that can be discussed in next higher, not to be discussed now about. Okay, oxygen induced ethylene production, fruit ripening, stress induced ethylene production, that is drought, flooding, chilling, exposure to ozone and mechanical wounding. Next, inhibitors. What are the inhibitors? If you don't want to harvest the fruits in, okay, this time, next you want to extend the ripening stage, then you want to use these inhibitors to stop the ripening of the plant, that are amino ethoxy vinyl glycine and amino oxyacetic acid AOA, silver ions, carbon dioxide at higher concentration can be used, transcyclooctane, octane, transcyclooctane, 1-methyl cyclopropene. These are the inhibitors can be used against ethylene production. Next, ethylene is used commercially to ripe tomatoes, bananas, pears, and few other fruits. Ethylene gas is used to do this, and it is a post-harvest. It has a post-harvest use. That is, after harvesting only it has used. Okay, there are commercial liquid products that release ethylene. Okay, these are only used pre-harvest. Okay, there are several anti-ethylene chemicals. They are used only to pre-harvest. Okay, not after harvest. Silver thiosulfate, silver ion, which contains silver ion, so it is a inhibitor of ethylene. Silver thiosulfate STS is used in flowers. Okay, on flowers, then it inhibits the anti-ethylene, which helps as anti-ethylene. ABG, that is trade name of retain TM, trade name retain TM. ABG, that is blocks. ABG blocks means that is amino ethoxy vinyl glycine. EVG blocks will be available. That trade name is retain TM. Retain TM. Blocks ethylene synthesis. Next, sources of ethylene. Ethylene gas are pure C2H2 gas enclosed in a can or cylinder, is sprayed or injected into a chamber. Ethylene potable can, which contain 3 grams, sufficient to ripe 2 to 6 tons of produce, is available commercially. Okay. Ethylene potable can, which contain 3 grams, sufficient to ripe 2 to 6 tons of produce, in available commercially. Okay, sprayed. Okay, pure C2H4 gas enclosed in a can or cylinder is sprayed or injected into into the chamber, not on the it is not sprayed on the fruits. It will injected into the stored chamber of the fruits. Etophone used as spray or dip, and acidic in water release C2H2 used as spray on or dip the fruits in that etophone. Ethylene mixture, that is inert gas like CO2. Inert gas because not enough oxygen remain in the chamber to provide an explosive mixture. Example, ripe gas content 6% of C2H4, ripe gas. Inert gas C2H4 and plus inert gas like CO2 is used because inert gas, because not enough oxygen remains in the chamber to provide an explosive mixture. Ripe gas must be used. Example is ripe gas contains 6% of C2H4. This must be remembered, this 6% of C2H4 in ripe gas. Next also ethylene generators are there. They are which used by widely used method where a liquid spirit produces C2H4 when heated in the presence of catalyst. Platinized asbestos is important. Okay, widely used method. Okay. C2H4 when heated in the presence of catalyst, platinized asbestos. Okay. Use of ripe fruits when you have large number of fruits. Okay, then if you have one 5 to 6 kgs of ripe fruits, then you kept these ripe fruits in that chamber, it will produce ethylene. Okay, and which and cheap and simple when where a ripe fruit with the high C2H4 produces, such as apple, banana, mango, sapota, tomato is used at home to ripe or degrade to ripe the other fruits. Beneficial roles. What are the beneficial roles of physiological roles of ethylene? Trigger ripening. In when you want to ripe, where you have market the rate is high. Okay, market rate is high means then you, if you want there in your product is not in ripe stage, if you want to make them into ripe stage, if you spray this ethylene or capture your fruits in ethylene, then ripening will be occur. Promotes color development in fruits. Okay, color will be developed. Okay, stimulates ripening in climatic fruits. Degraining, that is citrus in which degraining is common. Degraining, okay, is important in citrus. Degraining of ethylene is seen in citrus. Okay, means there is a small spots, okay, which will appear like a greenish color. That spots will be degrained, that is removed, and which gives yellowish color, that is degraining, that is citrus. In citrus, stimulates dehiscent. Okay, dehiscent in nuts, that is cashew nut. Dehiscent alters sex expression. Cucurbits, in cucurbits it will alters the sex expression, that means increase the production of female flowers. Okay, flower induction in pineapple, it helps to induce flowers in pineapple and reduces lodging of cereals. Okay, these are the different beneficial roles of ethylene. And next, what are the detrimental roles, that is which are not required roles, that will means which are disadvantageous rules, that are accelerate senescence, which will accelerate senescence, so the photosynthesis rate will be decreased. Enhances excessive softening of fruits, okay, which is not useful for the transportation. Okay, which leads to no transportation problems. Stimulates chlorophyll loss. Chlorophyll loss occur means it leads to decrease in photosynthesis, which leads to decrease in photosynthesis, that is carbohydrates is less. Promotes discolorization, that is browning, which browning of fruits will occur if you treated if more time is given to the plant, to the fruits to ripen. After ripen, if you kept the fruits okay without selling, then browning of fruits will occur. Promotes discolorization, browning. Promotes abscission. Abscission means which is a not a natural process. Okay, it is done by application. Stimulate respiration stimulation means loss of energy will occur in the fruits, which leads to ripening. Okay, this is the detrimental roles of ethylene. Thank you friends, this is about the plant growth regulators. Okay friends, thank you.